With 120 miles of Mediterranean shoreline on the Costa Blanca, it's a paradise of pebble, rocky and sandy beaches, and hidden beneath the surface, much, much more.
This is a metal detector. I'm a metal detectorist.
68-year-old detectorist Roderick from Birmingham is a man who's found his passion since moving to Spain.
This is the 180-degree swing in action that we do with metal detecting. Backwards and forwards, slowly, low and slow.
Roderick, a former security surveyor, moved to Spain 13 years ago, giving him much more free time to fill.
We came to Spain to retire. You know, we had hectic lives, both of my wife and myself. We haven't got any kids. We sold up lock, stock and barrel and came here, but I wanted to take up a hobby. You just have to watch your posture. If you start bending, the next day you'll know that you haven't got it adjusted right. All to do with health and safety.
Roderick turned back to metal detecting, something he first started on in 1975, and now, there's no stopping him.
It takes over my life, and my wife says so as well.
On arrival in Spain, he started a Detectorist club in his hometown of Torrevieja. He's now joined by 32 members.
You know, I do meetings 3 times a week, 50 weeks of the year.
With membership growing, Roderick could do with help running things and organising the meetups. But so far, he's on his own organising the beach searches.
This one's coming out with me today. This is purely for the sand. I only use this on the beaches. It's a great device.
Every time he steps out, he never knows what he'll find left by families playing on the beach.
Motorbike. Pretty good, that. Pretty good. I'd like one of those. And of course, when it's time to go home, Dad and Mum pack up the stuff and off they trot, and they forget about the cars, the airplane. The airplane. Oh. It's like a toy shop. We could put these online easily, but these will probably be given to a charity shop if they want them.
But what about the real treasure, Roderick?
Things fall off. If you're doing that with your ears and the earring falls off, you'll never find it. I'll tell you what will, though, the metal detector. Keys. People losing their car keys. Where's my key? Where's my key? I've lost it. You'll never find it, but I know what will.
Let me guess. The metal detector.
Well, all these bags are just lead weights. Lead weights are a toxic material, and they break down into the sea, and it affects the wildlife.
In the past 5 months alone, they've detected 506 pieces of lead, which they give to a charity to help preserve local endangered seahorses.
We're doing some good by finding metal discarded waste and appropriately putting it into the right receptacles.
Discarded lead from fishing weights pollutes the water, which has a drastic effect on seahorses.
It's unbelievable the amount of metal that's found in the sea.
The charity melts it down and sells it to fund laboratories to incubate newly born seahorses before releasing them into the oceans.
Stephen! Stephen!
So why am I the only one here?
It's an early bird club member.
I says 8 o'clock on the email. All the others will be coming at 8. Yeah. Oh, they'll...
Time to get a move on.
OK.
Go on, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit, bye.
This morning, it will be a hunt on a popular tourist beach called Calabos Clazenia Beach, and not without incentive.
So you haven't got enough arms to carry all this. And we're going to sort of have a competition between us all who can find the most metal rubbish. And at the end of the day, they're a winner. And I'll probably buy them a coffee. My wife will put all this away. So it's off to the car, I think, to put these away safely. Where's my keys? Where's my keys?
Well, if you can't find them, Roderick.
Anybody would think I'm going metal detecting.
And if beachcombing is your thing, then you may come across hard-working Roderick and his team of metal detectorists.
Another beast. Scoop.
Roderick's club has 32 members, and they have meetings 3 times a week at different beaches near Alicante and Murcia.
Oops, I'm going in the sea.
He's run the group on his own since it started, but with numbers growing, it is a lot to organise every week.
I'm apprehensive because it's a big move trying to get so many people together because we live so far away from one another.
Today they're hoping to find and clear up a huge haul of trash such as cans and bottle tops, as well as any lost treasure such as money or jewellery.
Is that metal?
Any discarded fishing weights they find will be melted down to fund a charity that helps preserve the seahorse population.
It's a bottle top. San Miguel, my favourite drink.
It's a never-ending job, and Roderick's always looking for more volunteers.
I charge €20 for a year, and that includes a photo ID and regular meetings 3 days a week if you want to come. The money we make on a personal item is how often do you go metal detecting and you find coins at the end of the day. We're not here to profit here. Right, let's gather the troops then. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for attending. What we're going to try and do is put our detectors on all metal mode, because the whole exercise of today is to actually bring up the rubbish metal. We're going to take it into teams. I'll choose Kevin and Melissa.
I mean, at school I was always the last to be picked.
And I was always involved.
Yeah.
Of course, in England, we were allowed to do farms and parks. Over here, we're not.
You are going to do the sea.
I'm going to
So
do
how
the sea.
about we do the foreshore?
Yes, we've been very restricted as we can't do dry land, and we're pushed onto the beaches and in the water.
Team Sand. Yeah, Team Sand.
Team Surf.
I'm the sea. I'm in the sea.
You're the only one getting wet.
With teams divided into 4 groups, they're almost off and running.
Righto, let's get going. Let's get cracking. Let's save the world.
The Detectorists, 10 men and women, out to scour the beach with no stone unturned between them. Just a bleep away from the next discovery.
And our aim is to get as much rubbish out of the beach and the shallow surf as we possibly can. And it's another day where we can put our hands up and say, yeah, we've done good. We've taken away some form of pollution.
Okay, so we're going to go down the way to the beach and then back up to the end.
Yeah.
Calabosk Beach is 258 metres long by 60 metres wide, so good luck with that. Coming up, Roderick and his team of metal detectorists are on a mission to clean up the beach, but the elements aren't helping.
Well, the sea conditions are quite bad today. I mean, under normal circumstances, there would be a red flag flying.
A red flag would mean the team would have to stay out of the water completely due to the strong currents and large waves.
It isn't really safe to go very far out. Normally, I'd be up to here, but of course, the waves are taking it over me anyhow.
The rough sea means they can't take any risks. It won't affect their equipment, but could knock them over or pull the detectorists out to sea.
Well, I mean, this particular beach is a heavy populated holiday beach, so you expect to find anything.
Plastic is the chief pollutant, but the detectorists can help by locating any waste metal, with the teams competing today to see who can find the most.
God, blimey, you found a lot. I mean, that's a small one, isn't it?
Huh?
Presto, isn't it? Well, I've got 20 cents.
Oh, you've got 20 cents.
German-born Oscar and his partner Ivy live in Spain and have been in Roderick's group for 11 years. Only certain beaches permit metal detecting. If you're caught on one of the beaches where it's not allowed, it may then result in hefty fines, your equipment confiscated, or even prison.
It gets you up and about in the morning, bit of fresh air on the beach, that's what it's all about.
I mean, the whole idea of it is to take out the rubbish, maybe pocket a few coins to pay for your coffee, and inject new blood into our membership.
He's run the club solo for 13 years, and as the task gets bigger, Roderick wants help to share the load.
It's all on my shoulders, and sometimes, you know, losing sleep over it, because it was just down to me. We need more coordination with perhaps other members that can make decisions as well as me. Did you get that today, on the sand?
Yeah.
Well done. You saved a seahorse.
Andrew is a newish member of just 2 years and might be willing to give you a hand, Roderick.
How you doing? Andrew, how you doing?
Mainly tip foil.
Hey!
Right, well, I think it's absolutely disgusting for a start that people bring the sandwiches to the beach and can't be bothered to actually take it home. I mean, they're leaving cans, tin foil, just screw it up in a ball, put it in your pocket. There you go, a bit of tin foil.
Cheers.
I thought it was a bit of gold there, so be up top.
Since joining, he's certainly become part of the gang and puts in the hours.
How are you getting on in the sea? Anything not too rough?
It's too rough. The currents are terrible. I found 20 cents, though,
Oh,
and rubbish.
yeah.
Yeah.
Towards...
I haven't saved a seahorse, though.
Still a bit of time left, Roderick, and before we find out who scored the most metal waste on today's hunt. Back on the vast sandy beach at Cal Bosque Lasagna,
There's something fishy there, though.
Oh.
Hook, line and sinker.
Roderick and his team of detectorists have been scouring this coastline for 2.5 hours. So far, they've found everything from stainless steel to lead weights to fetching accessories.
I don't know what that is. But it just shows what's on the beaches, doesn't it?
I beg your pardon?
Look at that. Mine's bigger than yours.
Hang on, is this a club for comedians?
Joint evidence.
That's a funny packed lunch.
Look at this. You know, you stand on them, and that will ruin your day.
I know.
These are sharp as hell.
These eco-warriors are doing their bit to save the planet and make the beach safer and help us find things we've lost.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
one. Do you know how much they
that's
are? They're about £40.
Are they really?
Really? It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Roderick prides himself on trying to trace the owners of precious items, if there's any clue as to whose it is.
If anyone loses anything, they need to tell me really within 24 hours, because it will go down deeper and deeper.
Tangled.
Right, we're just taking a breather, just having a few tins, and then we're back to it on the beach.
Final push, Rod. Aye-ho! Come on.
Yes,
Come on,
this
we'll
is
all follow you, Rod.
This is the final.
on,
Up to
we'll
the
all follow
summit.
you.
Up to the summit.
Aye-ho!
Andrew is always an option, but whoever gives him a hand, Roderick would never step down from overseeing the operation. Not only is it his passion, but with 16 metal detectors, he has too many to stop now.
Right. I'm just about to go into the sea, so I need to switch my detector on. Just waiting for a background signal first. This is a fully waterproof detector, so I've got no worries about any leakage.
And now the weather's improved, he might have better luck.
We've got a signal. Let's see what it is.
Could it be gold this time, Roderick? Silver? A Spanish doubloon? A conquistador's sword? Cuddly toy?
The dreaded wing pull. See again, that's sharp.
I do see it, Roderick.
Nice find.
Whew, you had me going there for a minute. Detectoring takes a lot of patience and money. Since starting out in 1975, Roderick has spent thousands on detectors.
Oh, I've seen one. It's just come out. The problem is it's nearly €2,000. Now, that is the price of an old second-hand car.
What would your other half say, though?
She divorced me. I've got too many detectors now. Do you want to use this? Scoop. Sounds like a tin to me. Tear somebody's feet to shreds.
After 5 hours, it's time to add up the spoils to see who has won the competition. Kev's been with the gang for 9 years.
We've had a cracking day. Absolutely fantastic amount of rubbish we've picked up from the beach.
Kids are at the house, basically. Plus, the beach is in a terrible state.
And there's kids playing, and they're running across with all the metal, and you're going to end up in A&E. That's a good job done.
I think they've all worked for this bevy. Ooh, it's quite the haul.
OK, we've got 4 containers there. This was found horizontally down. And, of course, anyone's treading on that probably go through the foot. Horrible.
But who out of the 4 teams has won then, Roderick?
I think with the commitment and the time we've all put in this morning in this baking weather, I think all 4 containers are winners. Well done. Call it a draw.
Well, that's very fair of you, and that's why you're the man in charge.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for your hard work today. We've got a full bag of metal rubbish and that will go in the appropriate bin, and we've done our job.